Santa Claus from Turkey Da Vinci's Cutter's Unfinished Bridges here 15 mind-blowing facts about Turkey. Number 8 made me book a flight ASAP. Welcome to Fortune's Star. Here is the treasure trove of inspiration for future billionaires. Today we are jetting off to the one and only Turkey. This place is a total force traveling Asia and Europe with a history older than your grandma Strutter's vintage teacups. From the Stone Age to epic battles between Greeks, Assyrians, and Armenians, Turkey's has been through it all. Its wars had its share of wars from the 14th century to the early 20th, and yeah, the political scene sketch is still a bit of a roller coaster. But trust me, Turkey sketch culture, food, and history absolute fire. So let's dive into 15 mind-blowing facts about Turkey that's kill. Have you booking a flight ASAP ready? Let's feathers roll. Turks are obsessed with soup and I mean obsessed. Practice lunch. Dinner doesn't spurt matter. Soup's coming first. Fuck your this. You wake up. There's speed cheese bread and a steaming bowl of soup in winter. It's served with rice or woolens in summer. Coldishmi soup with a drizzle of olive oil. Oh, and fun fact. It's squares totally cool to burp at the table in rural areas. It's probably like saying, Chef, you nailed it. Also, you gotta clean your plate and the host won't spudge budge until you square done. Talk about hospitality. Think the 7 wonders are all in Egypt or Greece. Turkey's holding it down with 2 of them. First up, the Temple of Artemis, built for the Greek goddess of hunting and childbirth. It strays near the ancient city of Ephesus, now a cool ruin by Patriotic. Then there's the mausoleum at Halicarnassus, a fancy tomb from 353 BC carved by Greek sculptors. You can still check out its remains in modern-day Bodrum. Turkey's 6th, there's basically the Artane of ancient flexing. Turks are nuts about social media. With only 58% of the population online, they still got nearly 30 million Facebook users, making them the global champs when it comes to online engagement. Why, half the country's lectures under 30, and these youngsters are around posting and liking like there's squares no tomorrow. Turkey spaces way, the social media party capital of the planet. Hold up, Santa Claus is born in Turkey. Well, kinda, the guy behind the red suit, St. Nicholas, was born in what is now Dummer, Turkey back when it was part of the Roman Empire. This bishop was a legend. Rumor has it he brought 3 kids back to life with prayers, doubled the ship's grease wheat stash, and was the ultimate gift giver. So next Christmas, maybe send Turkey a thank you note for inventing the gift-giving king. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't just a painter. He was a bridge designing genius. In 1503, he sketched plans for a bridge over the Bosphorus linking Asia and Europe. Sadly, it never got built, and we only found the plans in the 1950s. No clue why it was scrapped, but fun fact. Leo also offered the Sultan a windmill and water pump. Talk about a Renaissance side. Hustle, imagine if that bridge was real. Turkey would have been extra Edo-eye. Brace yourself for this one. Turkey's kiri got a dessert called chicken breast pudding, tossed into warsels, boiled chicken mixed with sugar, milk, and cinnamon, back in the Umayyad Empire. This was a delicacy served to Sultan fancy right. If you see it on a menu, don't fake a face. Take a bite, smile, and nod to keep the chef happy. After all, you don't script wanted this a Sultan level dish. Can you imagine life without our last name? Before 1934, Turks just used their dad's scridge name Wissen, of tacked on like Ali, son of Ahmet. Then a surname law came in and everyone got a proper last name, the most popular one today. Why most can like the Turkish version of Smith. Pretty wild, right? Turkey's got scenery that still make your jaw drop. It goes home to 13 Neomol. World at sights from stunning hot springs to epic mosques, national parks, and ancient Greek and Roman ruins dating back to 129 BC. The beaches free Texas kiss. The history mind-blowing. Turkey is basically a living museum, and you still need a bigger SD card for all the colors you still take. You know Cleopatra, the Egyptian queen, her hubby Mark Antony gifted her a chunk of Turkey's Exos line, now called Cleopatra Beach in Alanya. This beach is gorgeous with sand so fine it's like powdered sugar, plus a nearby Cleopatra Island that subbed her straight up paradise. No wonder Claus was obsessed Kafram visit. Just hop on a boat. In SeaWorld there stands a swanky 360-degree restaurant called Cat that serves killer Turkish and Namic dishes with epic views. That here scares the cash. They only take cash. No credit cards, no Amex, nada, so if you space your dining fancy in Turkey, stuff some bills in your pocket or you still be washing dishes to pay the tab. Hold on to your wallets. Istanbul to the world's fifth most expensive house, worth a cool $150 million. The 64-room beast has gold sinks, crystal chandeliers, and a 200-ton private dock warrant in the 1800s. For a Sultan Spectre's minister, Iskra's got that east meets west. 5 can move in better, start saving now. Think a CV majority country would lag on women's spread rights? Think again. Turkish women got the vote in 1930, beating out France, Portugal, Belgium, Greece, and Switzerland. And Mona Arabia did scare catch up until 85 years later. Turkish ladies were out here making history early. Turks love their country like nobody scritches business. Their red and white crescent moon flag is everywhere, symbolizing faith and pride. After a failed coup in 2016, they sold 1.5 million flags in a single day. Talk about loyalty. Plus, 85% of Turks vote in elections, showing they square all in for their nation. Mind blown, the legendary city of Troy, home of the Trojan horse and Helen Scrutiny's kidnapping, is Skridge in Greece, with Sirs in Turkey, Sturts, Asia Minor. You can still see parts of the city Skir's walls in Turkey. Struck pure inside, for years people thought Troy was just a myth, but these ruins prove it was real. How cool is that? Not done yet, here's Scour's a wild bonus. Legend says Noah Scotter's Ark landed on Turkey's Scour's Mount Ararat after the Great Flood. Some explorers even claim they found the Ark's Tower's remains under volcanic debris. True or not, it spouts a story that spell make you want to grab a shovel and start digging. So what do you think Turkey Script's 15 wild facts got you alive right? From ancient wonders to billion-dollar mansions, this place is a total gem. If you scare heading to Turkey, where squeeze your first stop, the ancient ruins or the bustling modern streets? Drop it in the comments. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and join us next time for more crazy facts. Catch ya later.